my god, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is Phantom Starlight, but you can just call me Starlight. So I usually just play Genshin, Star Rail, and occasionally some I don't know, do they count as indie games, but I guess kind of indie games. There's still a bunch I haven't finished, but I think the most recent one I was playing was 1000 times Resist, so we will definitely have to find time to finish that one of these days. But for now, we're just going to continue with the amphoreus story. If only because I don't want to get any more spoilers. There's quite a lot of them online, and it's stressing me out so much. Yeah, we'll just check on this real quick because I'm still kind of obsessed with getting like really high amounts of money in this game. I don't know, I feel like I've been spending a little bit too much. Yep, we'll have really good juice today. This time I got grape juice and green tea mixed together, which is probably really unusual, but like, I don't know, it kind of works. Kind of. Yeah, I'm still sad that we can't really make Adventuring the best one here, if only because like his stats are so low. Like, look at that, just 750. Even Topaz gets more benefits than he does, so I'm like really mad about that. He used to be my best performer, but like, unfortunately, capitalism has ruined everything. So yeah, we're kind of just like balancing things out instead. Yeah, look at that. I don't have enough anymore. Even for the next upgrade, it's just like impossible at this rate. I think the best one is Herda so far. Yeah, Herda I think has the highest earnings, pretty much. Jingyan's slightly better than Fushan, but anyways. Find a special guest. Oh, this is one of those things that sometimes takes a while, so I'm kind of like really not in the mood to wait so much for that. So we'll just like do something else in the meantime. Okay, we'll just wait for one guest and then get this one, and then we'll like go back to like doing other things and like the actual story, because like, how did I get distracted so quickly? Oh my god, Peppy! Let's go! Okay. Okay, I don't really want to bother with that. That always takes way too long. Like, I feel now it's just like basically every other challenge is just increasing the revenue, and like, bro, there's only so many times I can increase the revenue. I'm getting poor already, like I don't know, this game just really makes you deal with like the entire brute force of capitalism in one go, so it's like pretty sad. Anyways. I'm starting to realize expressions come like pretty late. I don't know. Oops, sorry about that. Wait, I keep forgetting not to accidentally press the hotkeys while I'm focused on OBS, because it always works out differently there. Anyways, what's so difficult about catching pigs? Wait, I think I picked that last time, so this one. Let's try this one. Okay, this is pretty cool. Topaz teaches you to speak the Trotter language personally. Wow. I don't really know if I'd want that kind of skill though, but damn it, I'm kind of annoyed. Considering I think this is probably worth it, so let's try to get it anyways. We are already at the lowest, so it can only get better. Oh, nice. Okay, no, not bad. Okay, that's it. We're exiting that now because I'm already like pretty high. Okay, because I'm curious, I want to see where I am in the rankings right now. Okay, I'm still here, which is a lot farther than the next person, so I'm fine. I don't think I'll catch up to these like top 3 people anyways, so we'll just like leave it at that. But like, hooray! I'm doing pretty well compared to some of my other friends who started earlier than me, and like, haha, now I'm faster as well. Yeah, I'm a little bit too obsessed with earning money. Oh, adventuring, if only your boss were so much better. He used to be my top earner for like the past how many days in a row, like non-stop, even when technically he wasn't like the highest leveled one, so I wasn't really sure what happened, but at least we're done with this whole thing. Don't have to put too much pressure on ourselves anyways, even though we have like 33 days. Come to think of it. Alright, I was able to convince my friend to play again, so hooray for that. I don't know if I'll actually be able to get anything though. Oh my god, welcome to the stream, Sus! Oh, thank you so much. So happy about the whole model thing, it's so cute. I don't know, it's just pretty fun having like something to look forward to every time it's streaming. Oh, yeah, I wish I could catch up to your streams more often, but then usually it's like in the middle of the night or like oh my god, wait, this is garbage. What is this? Yeah. So anyways, oh, it's always like very early morning. And then by the time I see the note, if it's like, you check like, oh, they streamed like 4 hours later, it's like, what happened? That's, I think, the usual problem with like my time zone in general. I can only watch like a specific subset of people. But I hope you're doing well in your streams anyways. Okay. One of these days I'm definitely gonna have to finish getting all these other things. Oh, I still have quite a lot. Actually, are they adding anyone to the standard banner anytime soon? It's been so long, actually. At least I got Castoris, although I, annoyingly enough, ended up... Like, look at this. I removed... Yeah, I removed Jeopard from this pool, and then I ended up getting Fushen after I lost 50-50, so like I'm so mad. It's like I got rid of one preservation unit only to get the other preservation unit. Uh, well, at least I won on the light cone banner, which is good enough, I guess. I feel like I still have a lot of work left to do with her though, but I don't know. Her relics are kind of a mess sometimes. Some of these are decent enough. The other ones are like not so much. So like this one, I don't need so much attack, so it's kind of like... This one is also not good. There's too many useless stuff here. And this one, I don't know, the crit rate is nice though, but it's always the problem. Like this one is also pretty bad. Like the HP is like the only saving grace, but like what am I gonna do with all those other 3 stats anyways? This one is, yeah, also not good. There's some crit damage, but not worth it for like all the other things. One of these days, definitely gonna have to farm more. But that is a problem for a future me, because I still have so many other things to finish. Like this entire quest. Like, you know, sometimes I wish they'd add like a progress bar just so you have like some idea of like where you are at in the story. Like, are you 50% done? Are you like 70% done? Or are you still like at 10% or something? Okay, what is this? Offer greetings to Kefal? Wait, are we? Well, what are we looking at? This is a pilgrimage platform dedicated to devout believers, but you, Anaxagoras, never kneel to false gods. So arrogant, damn. My dude, why are you like this? Okay, we're just kind of like go through this really quick. Okay. Oh my god, this again. I am so bad at these puzzles, even though I keep forcing myself to do them anyways. Fortune. Oh, at least you got good fortune. I'm kind of confused though, like how am I supposed to get back up, if ever? Yeah, I'm dead. Oh no, unmade by your past self. But for real though. Oh! Yeah, there's no way- wait, there's no way for you to get back up though? How? I kinda win, but it was capturing radiance, it came cause I lost 450-50, change it to win. Yeah, you know, honestly, it's fine. Like, even if it's like pretty unusual scenario, at least, right? Okay, wait, I have to reset this. Yeah, I ended up going. So we have to get this thing to like. Wait, actually, you can kind of ignore this thing then, right? Because like you don't actually need it, you just need that thing to like go down here. Or wait, to go down like this? Okay, wait. So this thing 1, 2, 3, 4. 7 moves. Damn it. Yeah. Left. Wait. Left, right, right. Wow, died already. Yeah, wait, there's no way for us to do this because we're gonna end up smacking into that thing. Okay, you know what? Never mind. This is gonna take too long again. I always end up getting stuck in these things. It's like, but why? Should I wait? Oh wait, you can't actually mark stuff on your map though. It's fine. It's marked there anyways. Oh wait, this is the same as a while ago. Wait, that's kind of yeah. Perform a prayer ritual. Okay. Receive the blessing. Wait, left. Okay. Okay, wait, let's try again. Left, right, left, right. Oh no! Wait. Oh! Hey, you're right! Nice! We did it! We kind of like... I don't know. What's the phrase for? You kind of just like... winged our way through it, something like that. Hey, at least it worked, so thank you for the help. Oh, I never get to read the dialogue properly. Cersei is exhausted. Can't she float though? She's literally floating in the air. Why is she struggling to climb a mountain? If amphoreus does have a next life, you may want to get your body in shape. And then she ended up picking a twink who's also like incredibly fragile. No, that's just so, like, this is so useless. I'm Calypso of the Eminent Seven Sages. Eh?
彼女は七賢
A
人。
member of the Grove.
本当に七賢人なら。サーシス、カリプソーという名前を知っていますか？
Oh, Cersei's is gone. She ditched you again. Yeah.
一人でも十分。
Poor Anaxa, he just keeps getting ditched like left and right.
かなり近い。
The land of the dead. Okay. This still feels like it's pretty far though.
旧世界よ、いずこにありや。
Whoa.
伝説の黄金期よ、今によみがえりたまえ。
Always so fancy. Everything in this place is so frou-frou, I guess.
神々と共にあらんことを。ああ、暖かき時代の一切は
Cersei's being dramatic as usual,
残して
but absolutely zero context.
なぜあなたまでいない？
Why are you chanting that too? Okay, wait, what is this about? Devoted emissaries, heretical scholars, the lost wanderer, and the desperate outlaw. At the edge of divinity, we look up in awe. In a fleeting moment of terror, the long road behind fades from memory. Okay, I kind of have to like sit properly, I think. If only because sitting awkwardly is like making it difficult for me to actually like concentrate on everything. Is there anything around here though? Why are there— oh, so many piggies though.
なかなか洒落ている。もらっておく。
Can? Partially? I'm not really sure. Does anyone use attack though? I guess we could save it in the future. Although funny enough, I feel like I've seen people use this set on Jade as well. Is that even a good relic set for her?
ようやく着きましたか。
So I don't get to ask a Titan my question that all of you make for a pleasant surprise.
収穫があったと思いましょう。
He looks so tiny.
調べさせてもらいます。
Oh my god. Anaxa. Ah. So many people have taken pictures of this. What's happening to him again?
間に合いませんでしたか。
Oh, he's back here. So pretty again. Yeah, but you know, surprisingly, Jade's ranking in the tier list is pretty high again. Despite like the initial like unpopularity of her.
これは
Not to say that a lot of people are using her though, but I do have some friends who are like extremely obsessed with her, but I feel like they're just looking for that mommy vibe anyways. Yeah, I don't really know anyone who actually has her like actively as a support.
存在しない世界の門の向こうから私に語りかけてくる声が今度今までにないほどはっ
Funny enough, well actually not really funny, but like kind of expected that when I ended up switching to Castoris as one of my support characters, the number of people who actually used my supports like drastically lowered. And then I had to switch back my day, and I was surprised, like, does that mean my day is being the one used? Or like, I don't know, maybe it's just like they were like filtering things differently. I don't know. Support characters can be so strange. I only tend to borrow like specific supports like Akron or generally whoever's in like the last slot to the right for me. I kind of wish you could like change supports to like other positions in your team, because generally like I'd have to force myself to put them on the most right side even though I would prefer them in the middle. Oh, this drawing is nice though. I like this art style. It's kind of like pen, like the old style pen, but yeah. Oh! Wait, this— eh? Is this Castoris? But yeah, I feel like most people probably just use my adventuring anyways considering he's E6. That's why you really have to specify. I don't know, just to like encourage people. Please use my Turin. I put a lot of effort into him. And he's E6 too, so like you might as well.
ここで待ち始めてからかなり経つのだ
I
が
still don't understand how people are able to like go around without wearing shoes. So like that must hurt a lot, you know.
彼は未だに
Or maybe like my feet are just too fragile to like deal with that.
もしかすると
The worst case scenario is that he's already been overwhelmed and crushed by the world-bearing burden.
ゴーナウスさんは心配しすぎじゃないかな。
Yeah, this looks a lot like Castoris, but like she has like such a
まだここ
cheerful personality that it also doesn't feel like Castoris. Thyroid is good. What tax mommy Jade is no good for me. Yeah, she needs to be run with like specific characters, I swear, just to work well. Like they simultaneously have to be like erudition and like follow up at the same time. So there's not a lot of characters that fit that niche
の
anyways.
ことはみんなよく知ってるでしょ。彼は救世主だから簡単には倒れないし。
彼を信じよう。
それよりボリュシアよ
Oh, Policia. Oh my god, wait! Oh no, I think I've heard something about this. I think I heard something about this. People did end up mentioning who this girl is, but I just want to confirm it for myself.
痛まし
Because apparently,
そなたたちは生まれ
yeah. So this girl really is Castorisa's sister.
私を一見すればありふれている。
It is in truth a once-in-a-lifetime exchange has revealed the ultimate answer to Cersei's question.
サーシスの問い
What exactly are we?
推測は十分。あとはケファレと答え合わせをするだけだ。これでサーシスの疑問を解き、肉体を取り戻す。だが、そんなことはしない。なぜなら、私が証明しようと追い求めてきた。
Oh,
もう一つの推
Anaxa
測。
must be so happy right
凡
now.
人にタイタンの
Using a
魂
mortal soul with that of a titan to replace said
取
titan.
って変わる。
It's not a ludicrous idea after all. So it's possible. Oh my god, Danhong's POV! Wait, that's so rare. But also surprising. You know the funny thing a lot of people have been saying these days is like, what exactly did Danhong do this entire time in amphoreus? Because majority of the time, he's not really that involved in the whole thing. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of the impression that I get anyways. Like, probably the most significant contribution he had so far was like getting us out of the train wreck and like trying to like keep us alive. But other than that, I don't know. Oh yeah, look at this James Steely gamer. Yeah, we're trying to like finish the amphoreus story right now. I feel like there's getting like more and more spoilers online, so I'm just trying to avoid that whole situation. But yeah, we're learning quite a lot of stuff now.
簡単していただけだ。この巨木がサーシス
Ah, this is Cersei's divine body.
そうなんですか？
You don't look the slightest bit amazed, so I had seen she's just straight up stating facts.
巨木を取り囲んでる町に詳しい。
昔のことだ。伏せさせてもらおう。
Oh my god, is he relating everything to like the other place in the Lawfu? The Scale Gorge waterscape? Actually, I feel like if you grew up around stuff like that, you probably wouldn't be super impressed with most things anymore.
枝葉は星の光を反射して、まるで天地を支えている柱のように見えました。あの日。
The more I look at Hyacinth, the more I really think that she just looks exactly like Barbara. But that's also because I've never played Honkai Impact 3rd, so obviously I don't know who she's supposed to be the XP of there. I just know she just looks like Barbara, which is the only other game that I play.
天空の司祭が異性のタイタンの地で学問に励んでいる。
It's rather counterintuitive.
どうも直感に反する。
Really?
理由は簡単ですよ。人間が
They're a strict and draconian god, nothing like Cersei's. Sky only expects people to revere them. Oh, she's very... At least she's very, like, not... What's the term for it? Like, the opposite of naive. Something like that. She has a pretty good grasp of, like, how things work.
だってあなたとグレータンをオンパルスに閉じ込めた
Stating facts again. Oh my god, Hyacinth. She just says the most outrageous things with a straight face.
この世界の神に
Yeah, I didn't count on provoking the ire of a local god.
そうですね。いつの時代も空に
The
運
grove
ば
is a
れる人
wealth
って
of
必
research
ずいる
on
ものなんですよ。
Sky Titan.
ジュテイはエーゴルについてたくさん研究してて、今回のでも
I never thought Gray would meet with something like that before we set
トラ
off.
ブルに巻き込まれてしまうなんて、医者として彼に付き添うべきでした。
不運が重なったのは仕方がない。お前はアグライアのためにも樹底で起きた災いの顛末を明らかにすることが先決だ。だが道中で
Will they actually find any useful papers though? I feel like researching in the middle of like a war is always like hit or miss.
樹底は広いので探し物が散らばっていたら
I did the thing I always do, finish a story and release. It only took me, oh my god, 12 hours! Whoa. That is pretty long though. I'm kind of worried how long it's gonna take me to do this, but to be fair, I feel like I've already spent, I think this is like the third or the fourth stream day I've spent doing this story quest. And it's kind of hard to gauge like how much of the story you have left because there's no like progress bar. It doesn't like tell you like, oh, you know, you're like 75% like done with the story, kind of like that.
大丈夫なのか。
So when people tell you like, oh, you have a long way to go, it's like long way. Like, what do you mean long way? Like a 1 hour long way or like a 5 hour long way?
私は金光の庭の主席なんですから見くびっちゃダメですよ。
静かだな。
The silence in here is near deafening.
この楽譜に所蔵されている知識は膨大だ。どんなに聡明な学者でも
How to leave amphoreus.
天空を支配するタイタン。
Colossal bird that overlooks the world beneath them with 100 eyes. Okay, that's kind of scary to think about. As long as they continue to soar above the clouds, the people of Amphoreus will remain trapped on the ground.
られない。
So are you supposed to like shoot them down or something?
ヒアンシーの先祖は英語
I did the Wu event today, 50% of it. Oh, I really do want to start that soon also, but then like I kind of want to focus on this because I need to get this done more quickly. My pace is like too glacial at this rate. Yeah, the Wu, I'm like, I really want to get Bubble already. So cute. He's the one that I kept seeing in the previous patch and like previous patch, and then like people kept posting about it, so I thought that you could actually get him that early. Turns out no, they were like you could get him only in the next patch. It's like, huh? It's only like 6-8 hours story, just distracted way too easy because the story is very interesting. Honestly, I feel you. I always get distracted by like the tiniest things, especially because they make you explore certain areas, and if I see like a treasure chest or a puzzle, I'm definitely gonna go there first. So like I keep going to random places, and like
神話もまだ
it definitely takes like probably double the time for me to finish a story quest compared to like most of my friends.
視点を変えてもっと全体を俯瞰する方法はないだろうか。
Oh, we can't speedrun the event. What the? What the? Wait, why are there suddenly? Okay. Crisis heirs and demigods.
黄金栄は英雄となる資質を持つ人なんだ。どこか違和感を覚える。神託の導きのもと、やはり最も説明できないのがこの神託。タイタンとアイオーン。両者の存在は全く異なる。タイタンは人間とこう考えると、やはり遥か遠い
Yeah, honestly, Titans are so weak in comparison to Aeons, because like,
かなり近いよ
you know how like it's surprisingly easier to like get rid of them than I expected. Okay, it is my plight.
オンパロスに降り立って
I know, I can't believe we died as soon as we arrived. Like, my god.
想像しただろう。
Like, what kind of incredibly bad luck do we have, you know?
だが
Oh, poor Danheng feeling so sad about, like,
オンパロス特有
getting
の
us killed. Even if it's not directly his fault.
樹底には相当
This feels like a Natlan situation again. It's like they died, but because of, like, the blessing of Natlan, we can still find a way to revive them. You know, honestly, in which case I wish they could just revive more people, but then I honestly doubt that.
時間が惜しい。進みながら
Yeah.
の昼に慣れてしまう
Danheng really spent all his time just standing there, thinking. Switching to Danheng POV, but we're still literally in a different body. Oh? Where's the butter? Oh, there it is! Wow, it was hiding at the back this whole time. It seems this spot isn't secure anymore. Time to relocate. Wow. If not for me, like, actually going through that. Wait, where are we going? Wait, we came from there, right? We went upwards? I think? Let's see. Yeah, we came from there, so we're supposed to be going... That is so far! Wow, oh my god, this map is huge! What the heck? Wait, you're telling me it has like 5 floors? Bro, this is insane. And we're only like halfway through all the stuff here. Okay, okay, we can do it. We can do it, I think. Titans are technically weak for a reason, that's all I say. Oh. There's usually lore involved, so yeah. I guess you'll discover one way or the other why they're like that. Wait, I do feel like I have an idea though. It's like I might have accidentally seen spoilers again, but yeah. It's not a happy revelation, I think. What is this? Tree? Have I been? I feel like I've been here before already. And yet simultaneously I didn't unlock anything, so guess I'll just have to come back to explore more later on. Just so we don't spend too much time. Oh my god, you know these monsters there on the side look quite a lot like the ones in Zenless. Right? I think the ones in Zenless were kind of green colored.
暗黒の潮の造物。それの残骸だ。近くで見ると、確かにタイタンの眷属とは少し異なる。
Zeus' father was a titan, he ate his kids, so his kids, including Zeus, fought and defeated him and sealed him in Tartarus. Yeah, so many... This is... Greek stories, right? Yeah. Oh man, so much stuff going on there. Oh yeah, I do remember the prison in My Hero Academia. I think that's where they held... All for One, right? It's been so long since I watched anything related to My Hero Academia. And at one point, I did read a spin-off manga as well, called Vigilantes. That one was really good, actually. I enjoyed that quite a bit. And I think it's only recently that they actually had the anime for it, which is like... And honestly, I was just straight up thinking, like, you guys are so late. Like, the manga came out ages ago, and it's actually finished. At the time when I was reading it, I was probably like more than 5 years ago or something. I don't. It was a long time ago for sure. I was so obsessed with My Hero Academia in the early days, but then it just got really exhausting when it got very political. And then I tried reading the manga, which is a bad thing because the text was so small. I don't know people who have ever tried reading the the My Hero manga, but it's like insane. The author just loves rambling so much. Yeah, Vigilantes. I miss that actually, because my favorite character was Aizawa, and he was like really fun. Cause like it's, you know, it's a lot more interesting to me to see a character who doesn't have any powers navigate a world where basically having superpowers is like necessary to be a hero. So it was fun. Yeah, but also like that was so long ago, so I don't know if I'm gonna try like watching it again. What is this? Why is there a block? Something on the others. Oh, there! Oh, wait. I love amphoreus way too much due to studying, reading, and research Greek mythology on my own during high school years. Oh yeah, you know, honestly, Greek mythology is like pretty fun. There's like a lot of stuff going on there, so like you could just spend hours and hours reading it. If you like Greek mythology, have you considered playing Hades? It's a roguelike, but it also has quite a lot of Greek elements, so it's like pretty fun. I think it goes frequently on sale as well, and then Hades 2 is still in early access, but I think Hades 1 on its own is already like really amazing. By itself, it used to be one of my favorite games, but also I could not play it too much back then because I could only play it on my laptop, and my laptop basically would like almost die every single time because it's like it could not handle the amount of power needed to play the game. Like the fans would just whirl like so hard non-stop. Kind of felt like so bad for it. I think at some point like it eventually like wrecked my battery as well. Like if you touch the area near the charging port, like cause it's metal, right? It's like I used my laptop that I was using back then was a MacBook Air, which is a bad idea. Don't play games on Mac, it's not really worth it. It's like the metal around that charging port would be like so insanely hot. The feeling like you could literally cook an egg on it. That's how hot it got. What the? Is Hyacinth trapped? Didn't she say that she would be fine? Why is she surrounded by enemies? My god, what happened to your confidence? What is this?
ヒヤンシなぜあんなに敵
As much as I have faith in her, it's probably a good idea to help her out.
手を貸しに
これは思ったより大変ですね。
Yeah. Wow. This is way more trouble than I could have asked for.
そうですね。
Oh my god.
見てるだけでもいいですよ。
She's so chill.
冗談なのか本気なのかわからないな
Yeah, playing games
そこの見え
on a Mac or Apple is just
というべきか
absolute worst idea. Swear. Like I did that before. Actually, Hades being on multiple platforms at time was one of the reasons I was like incentivized to like actually buy it. But like, my god, it was so hard. And then like, that was also one reason why I ended up getting a mechanical keyboard because I realized that I could not play using the keyboard of my Mac. It was literally destroying it. So stressful. And then, although to be fair, I've only ever bought like 2 mechanical keyboards in my whole life. And then the first one was a really bad decision because it was non-hot swappable, so like I couldn't actually get the benefit of a mechanical keyboard, and it started like glitching out probably after a year and like double pressing all the time, and like I couldn't change the switches or do anything. And I was like, you know what, I'm just going to like upgrade and like upgrade well. And I did get a drastically more expensive mechanical keyboard, probably like 3 times more expensive than my previous one, but in exchange I got to use a lot of vouchers, so it made the purchase pretty worth it. I think I ended up getting a huge discount. I think like close to 40% discount on it, so I think the timing was really good. And until now, I think it's been probably like what, 3 years that I've been using this keyboard. So yeah. Oh wait, I thought we're gonna be watching Hyacinth fight. Why are we fighting anyways?
瞳にあなたを守り導こう
すべてが消える涙雨ひっ触れてあ
Funny enough, I ended up buying Hades again. Because originally I bought it on my brother's account. Because he used to share his Steam library with me. So I bought it on his account initially. So he could play, but then both of us could play it. Except the problem was if he's playing, I cannot play any of his games. So like when the Steam Spring Sale came around, I think a few weeks ago, and then I saw it was like, what, 60% off? I was like, you know what, I might as well just buy it anyways. I don't know if I'll ever have the chance to play it again, but it's like, I don't know, it just like really feels like nostalgic, and I kind of want to finish the story, because like I was like mostly done with the game. I think like probably like 80% done. But I still just want to like complete everything anyways. And if I do enjoy it like a lot, I might end up like making a new save file. Who knows? There's like so much stuff I could do, but also I have so much backlog, so maybe that's a problem for future me.
おそらく
I can't navigate through my sister's phone. I use Brave browser, no ads, no pop-ups. She had 100 plus ad tabs open, which, oh my god, 100 plus? Yo, that's
実際
insane.
の加護があ
I
れを
don't
引き寄せたのかもしれま
really
せん
But I don't really use my browser too much on my phones, mostly just like Google, but like, yeah, that's kind of insane. Most of my navigating stuff or like using pages is like mostly on my computer, but like, same. I don't like iPhones at all. Like, I think in my family, only my mom uses an iPhone. And every single time, she always can't figure it out. So she's always asking me for help. It's like, oh, you know, can you help me figure out how to change this? It's like, that's your phone. Why are you asking me? I'm an Android user. And then I have to Google it myself and have to like mess around with all of her settings and all that. It's like,
ちょっと
why am I in this
近くで見つけた
situation?
んですタンタンなら興味があるかもと思って
Not gonna read that though, unfortunately.
アナクサゴラス理性の火種と一体化
アナイクス先生が天空のことを研究してたなんて
I didn't know he was researching the sky.
火を追う旅とは対立するかもしれないとファイ
Might
ノ
be opposed to the flame chase journey. Isn't it very obvious though? He kind of mentions it like pretty
か
frequently.
もしれない
Might is an
遠
understatement.
回しかなと先生は神を敬いませんし信託に対しても否
Yeah,
定的な態度をとってました自由
he's very much true to his own beliefs
者
though.
がサーシスに選ばれるなんて
Fate sure works in mysterious
本当
ways.
にわから
But
ない
also, I feel like part of the reason is because like Anasa's literally the only one left. Anyways,
道中俺も巻物を見つけたお前が持っているもの
try iPhone once for a year, got tired of it, so I went back to old reliable Samsung. Yeah, Android is just really so much easier to use. Like, you know, the funny thing is, because my dad keeps insisting that like iPhone is better, it's like it's more user friendly and all of that. And I was like, bro, why are you defending iPhone so hard? You use an Android. Like, you yourself use an Android. So like, why do you keep going, like, why do you keep rooting for the other side? And he's like, oh, because my friend uses both. He has both Android and iPhone, and he keeps saying iPhone is better. I was like, Dad, your friend is like 70 plus years old. I'm not going to trust the words of a freaking senior when it comes to technology. Like, please, that is not a reliable source of information. Like, if you want, you could try it out yourself, but like, that's not how it works, you know? Because literally, every single person I know around my age who has both iPhone and Android always ends up picking the Android. Or if they were like iPhone at one point and then they changed the iPhone and then changed to Android, and then for example they change back to iPhone and then they'll change back to Android anyways. Like at the end of the day, they just keep going back to Android. So it's like, don't kid yourself. Like no matter how much you think it's like it's user friendly, it's really not. Like, cause I've tried both. Like, I literally watched my mom use her phone, and I like messed around with it, and like nothing is where you expect it to be. Like all the settings are in the weird places, so it's like so hard to navigate through anything. Like logically speaking, you know.
受定にあまり詳しくなくてないくつか質問してもいいだ
The
ろうか
person takes this to try iPhone and find out how. Yeah, right.
どうぞどうぞ
Half of anime website pirated don't work on iPhone. Yeah, and also APKs don't work on iPhone. There's like a lot of customizability that you cannot do with an iPhone. You know, like at one point I was watching a video for like the reveal of like, oh hey, these are like the new functions in an iPhone. Like we're so proud to introduce them to you. And like one of them was like the keyboard swiping. I don't know if you guys noticed, but like in a lot of phones, you can swipe the letters, like literally, like for example, like you're drawing a line from like letter to letter. If you spell it in order, it will actually like type out the word for you. So like you don't have to like click each letter one by one. You can just like drag a line through the letters, and it will like write it out. Like, so for me, especially, like, for example, if I have my phone on my desk, and then I only have, like, one hand free, let's say my other hand is, like, writing something down on paper or whatever, and my other hand is free, and I can just, like, swipe through the letters, like, really quickly to, like, send a message. And, like, my friend who was sitting right across from me was, like, she was so shocked. It's like, oh my god, like, how did you do that? I was like, how do you know not how to do this? Like, you're also Android, you're supposed to know how to do this. Like, this is a very, very, very old function. I think this was available to Android probably, like, for sure, like, 10 years ago or something. My first ever smartphone had that function. So it's like, I don't know, if your iPhone's gonna brag about it, I feel like they're a little bit too late for that. The biggest argument, iPhone protect your information better, Android can do the same, might just take an extra step or two, but the big selling point of better security is not, yeah, it's really not. Honestly, for me, you know, the problem when it comes to like iPhone security is that because so many people have iPhone and it's like such a common model that hackers will literally devise ways to like work around iPhones specifically. Because they know, like, if it's an iPhone, like, every iPhone works the same way. So there's not really much difference. It's like, it's kind of a no-brainer. If you're gonna, if you think, like, half your population owns an iPhone, you're gonna focus most of your effort into, like, figuring out how to work around an iPhone. Because, like, Android models are all different, and, like, all the brands are different. So it might not be easy, but iPhones, like, there's just, like, iPhone 16. Like, anywhere, they're all predictable models. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like the only major benefit for me really is like if you want to go like the Apple route is that your entire ecosystem has to be purely Apple. Like your laptop has to be Apple, your TV, your watch, your phone, I don't know, everything. If you do everything, then yes, it can be worth it to go the Apple route because there are conveniences like, you know, like changing like you kind of like syncing everything together, like dragging stuff from one place to the other, like, you know, having stuff work as like a second screen, all those things. Yeah, those are fun, but they're not like, they're more for like helping your day-to-day life. They're not very powerful in a sense. I think like it's not something like gamers would use, it's something like I feel designers would use. If you accidentally lock yourself out of your iPhone, it's dang near impossible to get back your info. Yeah, I feel like that's also true. So like I have a MacBook Air, but this thing is like really old. I think it's like a 2017 model, and I regret getting this. I got this on sale that time. And like, cause initially I started out with like a MacBook, cause like my dad got one for work from his workplace, I think, and it was like a discounted rate, kind of like a student rate scenario. So it's like, you know what, fine, I won't be too picky. It's like, so I'll just use this because it's already here anyways. And then when that one broke down, I was going to like telling my, you know what, I'm gonna get a Windows now. It's like, finally, like, I don't have to use Mac anymore. And he kept insisting, like, no, like, Mac is better, it's better. And then obviously that time I was still, like, new to the whole computer thing. I wasn't much of a gamer either. I was like, oh, okay, fine. I'll just stick to a Mac, it's okay. Yeah, it quickly became one of the biggest regrets because the price of this laptop, which is a MacBook Air, cost the same in 2017, cost the same as my desktop, my like drastically higher spec desktop that I bought in 2021. And you want to guess how much space it has? It has only 128 gigabytes. It's like, bro, 128, you can't do anything with that. It's so tiny. I think the operating systems alone take up like half the space already. So I'm like really mad at my younger self for like pushing through with that decision. Like that was such a dumb idea. So basically I just use it as a second monitor. It's just literally next to me so that I can monitor my stream. Like it doesn't really serve any other purpose. Yeah, right? My god, it's so bad. Like, thankfully it still works, but yeah, like, if I buy a new laptop, if ever, which is probably unlikely because I do already have a desktop, but like, if I do, I am 100% getting Windows. I'm never going back to Mac anymore. Like, I made that mistake twice already. Although the first time was like, not voluntarily, so not too bad, I mean, but still.
地球学派の主な研究内容は
Application of alchemy in soul repair. The problem with Apple, they charge double the price compared to cheaper Android can basically do the same thing. Yes, that is also what I feel. Like, my god, it's so expensive to buy an Apple phone. Like, my mom uses Apple, and she bought, I think that time, she bought the iPhone, what do you call it? 13 Pro Max. And like that time, because like me and my bro were telling my mom, like, you know what, we'll get you like a phone as your like birthday, Christmas gift, like combined, kind of like, because her birthday's kind of near Christmas. Anyway, so like we'll just get it for you. We'll like split the cost and like, you know, just to like get something really good for you, because like she basically drags out the use of her cell phone. I think the last time before she changed her phone, I think she waited like 6 years maybe. So it was like, you know, it's kind of time. It's like your phone's basically dying, so we'll get you a new one. And then she went for an iPhone 13 Pro Max. So it's just like, why? Like, you don't do anything on your phone other than like play puzzle games and I don't know, Tetris. Well, not even Tetris. It's like the 1010, something like that. And like open Facebook occasionally, open Instagram occasionally. Like basically nothing that would justify getting the most expensive version of an iPhone. It's like, why? But you know, when I was like trying to like convince her, I was trying to convince her to get like a slightly lower end model, because it's like you can't really use all the nice functions anyways. And then like my brother got mad at me. He's like, no, this is like a gift for her. Why are you being so petty about it? It's like, bro, because your salary is drastically higher than mine, so you don't think it's a big deal. But like it is a big deal for me. But yeah, well, to be fair, it was still mostly because like I didn't feel worth it, like to pay for such an expensive model and not actually use like all the functions. Oh yeah. Give less space, we buy external SSD. Sell for 1 terabyte SSD 70 to 80 US dollars? The heck? Oh? 500 gigabytes is like 35 to 40 USD. Meanwhile, Apple charged you 100 from getting 100 to 500 GB model. Yeah, I don't know. I just generally have no faith in anything like that anymore. It's just so expensive for no reason. And then if you try to upgrade it yourself, because like my dad actually asked about that, like you would end up breaking the warranty. And then like if you break the warranty and anything else happens, it's like you can't like get it resolved anymore. So it's just like super annoying. So they give like really bad service and like really bad packages, I guess, to begin with. I don't know, like a lot of the people I know who use iPhone just generally not good with technology most, but that's just in my own circle for obvious reasons. Like in my office, like every single gamer I know uses uses Android. Like I think probably only like 10-20% of my office uses Apple, and most of them are like the older ones.
残念ながらエーグルに関する研究は今も礼拝学派を中心に行っています。その内容はほとんどが祭祀に関する儀式についてで、
問題ない。ひとまずタイタンに対する研究を開始しよ
う。We're getting sidetracked so badly.
ここに書かれている秘密裏に行われ
Just says that Anaxa's conducting secret experiments. Like, bro, why is there like written records of Anaxa's shady dealings? Like, my god, like if he was in trouble, shouldn't they have actually done something about it instead of just writing like, okay, today log number 1, Anaxa's doing shady shit, day 100, Anaxa's still doing shady shit. It's like, what the heck is this? Can you download an emulator on Mac to use mobile apps? Maybe. I'm not sure if things like BlueStacks work on Apple though. I never really bothered because it's like the storage space alone is just like insufficient for anything. Like 128. Just like, what can you do with 128 gigabytes? Like, bro, my cell phone right now has 1 terabyte of storage. Imagine my cell phone being better than a laptop by like how many times more? Oh, Apple compared to Android is so fragile. I breathe on it the wrong way and it cracks. Wait, that's so true though. Because like my phone, like I've dropped it a bunch of times accidentally, but even the screen protector, and this is like a super cheap, like $2 screen protector, it's fine. It's like perfectly fine. And then my mom, I think it fell once, and then like the whole thing just cracked. It's like, how does that even happen? Like, what the heck did you do to it? And like, I also have like a really cheap like phone case. Like, this is also like a $2 phone case, and I think her phone case is like 10 times more expensive than mine. It's like, and it's also getting damaged. It's like, what are you guys doing with your stuff anyways? I'm so confused. Yeah, and then the system takes a lot. 128. Out of that 128, I think half of it is already used by the system itself. So it's like, you literally cannot do anything. Like, you know, initially this was just meant for like schoolwork and kind of stuff like that. Well, not schoolwork. I think I graduated already this time. Yeah, sorry, 2017 is like already after I graduated, but like still, it's like, how most of it was just like document files, and it was still like so useless. Like, I had to keep constantly deleting things at that point.
火力が足りない。ねえせ、瞳に。
But yeah. Anyways, lesson learned. I will never go back to using anything Apple related anyways. You know, for a while I actually thought about like getting an Apple like tablet. Like an iPad, basically. An iPad and a pen. This is like, oh, because everyone's like, it's like the best drawing app ever. And I was like thinking, like, is it really worth it just for something like that? It's like, nah, I don't think so. I can browse their new Apple products on it to waste money though. Yeah, just generally not worth the headache. I'm also extremely judgy because like the enemy, well, I don't know, my arch nemesis from last year, she used an iPhone 16 Pro Max and I'm still super judgy of her for that. Because you know at that time when she bought her phone, like imagine, this is an incredibly expensive phone. This is like, how much? This is like 100k. No, 80k? Wait, let me kind of calculate that for a bit. It's hard to like do the currency conversions, but like just thinking about like it's about 1,500 US dollars, kind of like that on average. So which is really expensive, right? And I think within a week or two she almost broke the camera. I was like, this phone is so new, how are you already having problems with it? And then the time when she bought her phone, like she kept complaining to me about how she didn't want to buy the birthday gift of her that her daughter was asking for specifically because she said it was like too expensive. And then when she was telling me the price, it was like, compared to your phone, that is nothing. You know, the gift that her daughter was asking for was just like roughly $52. And then she bought a cell phone that was like $1,500. And then it's like, you're complaining about your daughter's like gift and you bought yourself that kind of phone? Like, yo, make it make sense. And like she was mad, like she was like ranting so hard because her husband ended, well, they're not married, but anyways, like her boyfriend ended up buying the gift for the daughter anyways. So she was whining the whole time. It's like, what? Why did he bother? It was like, it's so expensive. It's not worth it. It's like, I don't know. Like you also make shitty decisions, so it's like, don't blame other people. For 1,200 you can get a $300 Android that works the same as iPhone and still have $900 left over. Yeah, honestly. My god, my phone costs like less than half of what she paid for. This is already like the highest spec model at that time. And then like my previous phone lasted like what, 4 years? And this girl, she changes phones every year. I was like, girl, what do you even do with your phone? Like, you're not a gamer. Like, I played Honkai Star Rail, Genshin Impact, and Ensemble Stars, and at one point I played Project Sekai on my phone for basically 4 years, and it survived. This is the reason why I actually trust my phone quite a bit, like Xiaomi. So like I actually trust this brand quite a lot because it has been proven to survive quite a lot of like heavy duty stuff. Like imagine all like 4 hardcore games for like 4 years. And it's still alive. It's on my desk right now because I couldn't bear to actually like close it down permanently. But yeah, as opposed to like iPhone people who change their phone every year and then they get the highest spec model and like what do you do with that other than like take pictures and like make TikToks all the time? Yeah, C12 Farina is wasted. I've gone, yeah, that's exactly my standard now. Like if a phone can handle Genshin or Star Rail, mostly Genshin, because like Genshin requires a lot more movement, but if it can handle Genshin, like it can probably handle most other things already. So every time I go to like demo places and then I check out their phones, it's like, oh, like you guys have Genshin here, and I'm like, oh yeah, we do. It's like, hooray, that means this phone is fine then. I don't know, that's usually my standard nowadays. Although to be fair, I only set my game settings on the lowest because I don't really see much point in putting such high graphics when it's such a tiny screen. Like it doesn't really make much of a difference to me anymore. I feel like nicer graphics are only worth it on a large screen because you can really tell the difference. On small phones it's like, nah, not really. I'm not playing on a phone for like fun. I'm playing it because it's convenient. I'm usually outside of the house. Maybe I'm in like the office and like I just need to like do my dailies really quick. But other than that, it's like it's not my daily driver. If it can survive what's military grade? Honestly, probably. I feel like if it could handle games like Wuwa and Zenless, then it's probably like very good already. Because like the amount of like dexterity and like things going on in like one screen, it's like the switching and all of that. Like yeah, even Genshin can't compete with like that kind of speed and movement. What? Did the girl ever rob casts from Kremnus? Probably?
それはどうでしょう。クレムノスには辞書すらないと言ってる人もいます。友愛の館の蔵書数はあまりにも膨大ですので、一巻ずつ探すのは現実的ではありません。なので、蔵書の石板で必要な資料だけ検索して。
The bigger the screen, the more the resolution matters. Yes, that is true. That's my perspective. So I don't really understand people who play on their phone and then they set it to the highest and then they complain, my phone is heating up so quickly. It's like, of course it is. You're setting it to the max. It's like, are you stupid? Are you doing this on purpose to like make me mad or something? It's like, you know, like sometimes a lot of people just really don't make sense and like you can't tell if they're being like serious or if they're just like doing that on purpose. Like, why are you like this? I don't know, I feel like so mean sometimes, but like, yeah. It's like, you know, one of my friends quit Genshin after like maybe 1 or 2 weeks. He kept complaining that his phone was heating up. Like his iPhone, his like max level iPhone, like I think the Pro Max iPhone was like heating up so quickly. And I was like, wait, what, how? Like, what are you doing with your phone? And he showed me, it's like, you have everything set to max, like literally. And then you're playing with a thick ass case, and like, of course it's going to heat up. Like, what did you expect, you know? And then he's all like, and he also plays, I think, like, what, 2-3 hours straight? It's like, I know, like, your phone is, like, very expensive, but at some point you have to realize it's kind of like a user problem already. It's like literally your fault why your phone is turning out that way. It's not really like the device itself anymore. Yeah, if you want to turn your iPhone into a Trimmy Bomb, just play Genshin at the top end resolution. Weren't we here before? Like, I could have sworn we were already here. Why are suddenly all of my waypoints gone? Like, is it because it's nighttime or something? What the? Anyways. Yeah. I don't know. iPhone is just really not optimized for gaming. Yeah, we've definitely been here before because I remember seeing this garment maker exactly the same, and like we've definitely done a story quest here because I was like super annoyed about it. Ugh. I keep breaking random statues. What is this? I'm not gonna read that though.
最後の方法
And all else fails, employ brute force.
必要ないな。
What do you mean? That's very useful, because I mean that's usually our solution to most problems in life. And it's worked so far, so... These are complete letters from the scholars about Anaxagoras the Blasphemer. There's a thick stack of letters. Yeah, this is where we met Anaxa, right? We were going around with Circes here? That's why I'm confused, like, why we're back here and, like, everything is, like, not unlocked? If that makes sense. Like, the waypoints are all, like, not usable, or is that, like, on purpose? Because we're, like, playing it from Danheng's perspective.
どうやらアナイクスについての資料のようだ。重要
Okay, we're reading all about the complaint letters.
怒りだらけ。
Are these all complaints about him?
負けなくてもわかりますよ。
Anax has no respect for the gods. His very existence undermines order in our society.
社会秩序への
Yeah,
脅威で
that's
ある
pretty much how it goes
書かれてるん
anyways.
でしょうから。
そんなに影響力がある人物なのか。
Yeah, because people hate him so much.
何
He's
せ
a great performer.
なんて呼ばれてるくらいですからね。
Oh my god! Anax! Anax established a school of thought. The first thing he apparently did was read his own work to everyone.
こういったそう
Dude has the self-confidence of a white man. Well, it kinda is though. Yeah, so like he has the confidence of a white billionaire. Like damn, that takes guts though. Well, the black tide is taking over the grove, so no telling what happened.
タイタンは本当に人間の神に対する認識に合っていると言え
Oh my god, I had seen
神が作った世界は
her voice. The range is so funny.
バラスはどうだうどんさと醜悪さ
That's such a good imitation though of Anaxa. That's hilarious.
彼が言いそうな
Uncanny impersonation.
それから
So what happens after?
話を終える前に
Marched him straight to the seat of judgment before he could finish. Wait.
裁判とは名ばかりで実際は弁論するだけなんですけどね。
Oh my god.
告発し第一の告発は
Do you agree that since the Titans created the heavens and earth,
あなた
so the mountains, rivers, and seas must likewise
山や
be their
川
creations?
海が神々の傑作であることに
アナイクスの立場で答えろということか。
Yes. Let's go.
神話によれば海、空、大地はすべてタイタンのす
もし先生もそう答えられていたら非難を受けずに済んだでしょうに。ですが
Humans had the potential to take over the divinity of Titans. Isn't this proven already
可
though?
能性があると説いたんです。
Differently pulling for Hyacinth in 3.3, also plan on pulling Cypher. Oh, there's quite a lot of characters. Did you get Castoris? Or like, do you have plans on getting Anaxa? Because I got Castoris already, and then I do want Anaxa. Hyacinth, I'm not sure, because I already have like a few healers and like sustain units already. Cypher, I'm not sure. I haven't met her yet in the story, but she seems fun from the pictures, and I think it would be really funny if she was like playing with Adventuring, because she has coins, Adventuring has coins, it's coins galore everywhere. Oh my god, like the SFX of coins like dropping everywhere is gonna be so... I don't know, it feels like it would be like ASMR already.
あなたは研究を名目
Cypher shows up in a Woo event. Oh, really?
意味嫌われる取引を行ったことを認めますか
随分と物々しい非難だ。彼は
先生は一人でいる時でさえ艦隊をつけていて
Oh my god, he did though.
ためを錬金術の材料にしたのでは
Yeah, he did. He did just want a chance to see his sister
こ
again.
の世界の人々
I already have Castoris, E1, Essa, and Cypher does show up in the story when... Oh my god, E1! Nice! Congrats on that. I hope your polls went well. My polls went not so good for Castoris. You know like how they implemented the new system, right? Where you can change like one of the 7 characters that you can lose the 50-50 to. And then I took out Yanqing, Bailu, and Jeopard because I really don't need those guys. And then I lost the 50-50 to Fushen, so Shepard was basically like, you took me out as a preservation unit, here's another preservation unit. You cannot escape. I already have an adventuring at E6, you know, like there's literally no need for me to use any other preservation unit ever again. Burning Jades on Castries and 40 Pity, then we'll save for Saber cause Excalibur! Oh my god. Yeah, I'm so excited for the Fate collab, but I really hope they do it well. Because I did hear some leaks that Archer is gonna be free and a lot of people are not happy because their general impression is that a free unit is not gonna be good. But who knows, because we did get a free Ratio and Ratio was amazing. I used him for so long. So long, until the follow-up method changed. So, which is unfortunate. You know, the funny thing was that people actually pointed out, it's like the only character who like genuinely replaced Ratio's exact role is Fei Xiao. Fei Xiao basically stole his entire team. Like, if not for Fei Xiao, like, Ratio still would have been the peak follow-up attacker. Oh my god, what's happening on stream right now? Oh, wait. Are you guys seeing all the grays already? Is that just me? Oh my god. I feel like that's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Refresh things for a bit. Double check that it's not actually a problem on my side. I guess my OBS looks fine though. Right, Archer is Fate produced. Its ult has its own OST. Oh, and Fate Grand Order. And well, it's gonna be 4-star because he's also 4-star. All leaks is 5-star. Oh, the leaks that I saw were different. I think I had the impression that Saber's gonna be a 5-star, but Archer is gonna be a 4-star. Who knows though? Yeah, it went gray, right? So it's not just me. It went gray for a bit. I was so surprised. I don't know. Sorry about that. I did not notice any fluctuations though. Like my game was still running fine. I think I didn't get disconnected. Or I don't know. Sometimes it's so weird. Like even though I've been streaming for like what 2 years already, you still encounter some like really weird things sometimes. She'll get better after the release of Anaxa. I really hope so. That would be so funny though. You have like 2 scholars together. I wonder if they would get along though. Who knows? But I really missed Ratio and Adventuring. Like I did not see enough of them in the Penacony story. Especially Adventuring. You know, I expected that after the whole thing that you would actually be able to see Adventuring on the Astral Express like a regular visitor, right? Because you can see some other characters as regular visitors. But then you can't. I think you can... I'm not sure about Jade though, but I do remember being able to see Topaz on the Astral Express. But yeah, like I'm so sad not being able to see Adventuring. You can see Ratio though, which is at least is nice. Too bad though that it's kind of random, so you can't really like figure out when certain characters will show up on the Express. But yeah, sad. Yeah, Anaxa was like smart enough to still stay behind. Hidden between the cornerstones. If you know where it is, it's not hidden anymore. It's a well-kept secret. There's no such thing.
他6人の賢人にはそれぞれ他の人の立ち入りを禁じた特別な部屋が与えられてるんです。
Ratio damage increases the more weakness on a target, and since Anaxa puts all weaknesses on a target, Ratio also can basically do his max amount of damage. Oh, is the weakness still counted as a debuff? Or like, are they the same thing? Since I know Ratio works on debuffs though, that's why I usually put him together with like Adventuring and Topaz. Actually, they're like probably the best team for him. But yeah, I will have to see. I do have plans on getting Anaxa anyways, regardless. But it would be fun if they do end up working together. Like, I miss those dudes. Like, it's so hard, like, not getting to use my favorite characters all the time just because of, like, meta reasons. I am unfortunately a meta slave also in this game. Not so much in Genshin, though. I don't really care that much there. Because you can still clear quite a lot of Genshin content, even using, like, version 1 characters. But Star Rail is just basically straight up pay to win. It's so annoying. Which I realized probably like 1 month into the game. It was like, yeah, this is gonna be like this. This is gonna be an expensive game to maintain. Cypher also part of the Glaya Hate Club. Oh my god. They don't want to be in the same space as that seamstress. Like, oh, I mean, understandable, to be fair. I think considering like Aglaya's personality, she would not get along well with Cypher. Especially like Cypher is also a thief, and Aglaya is very much like, you know, on the side of justice or something like that.
受典がこんな状況になってしまいましたし、ちょっとだけ金を破っても大丈夫。
Yeah, it's like we're gonna sneak into his lab. These trees, like they're like a maze. I'm not really looking forward to like navigating through this whole space again. But here we go, part 2. I remember this being so difficult because you cannot jump in this game. You have to be like incredibly careful with the timing of a lot of things. And we're going straight up. Okay, I'm going to the left. Thank God. I feel after beefing with everyone all alive in amphoreus, like, oh my god, she has so many enemies. It's kind of hilarious. Like, I feel like she has more enemies than like the actual antagonists in the game. Like, bro, like everyone hates you. Like the entire council hates you. The council doesn't give a fuck about the titans, and yet they're all just fighting Aglaya. It's like, girl, you are way stronger than me. I feel like I would have given up at that point. And just like kind of tried to find a way to like leave amphoreus, and it's like, bye guys, since you don't care about the prophecy, you can suffer the consequences yourself. Oh, this was his lab? Wait, we were here before, right? Yeah, I didn't realize this was like his lab specifically. I thought it was just like a generic area. Yeah, I'm kind of confused. Like, how is it that she knows where this is even though she's never been here before? Oh my god. Walk in looking right as rain, but come out covered in soot and his hair singed. Damn, this guy's hilarious. So hilarious, I swear. Okay, destroying more things again. You know, I thought before we could come back here because they have those like, they used to have like those memory things. Like with those like ghosts, right, that you could talk to, but then I don't know, like, can we not do that because we're in the middle of a quest? These are the materials requested by Anaxagoras. Documents from various fields have been compiled in one place, including Titan creations, the universality of the soul, alchemy doctrine, and so on. Most of the materials look to be within the research domain of the Nosporus School of Thought. However, a document titled A Study in the Crisis Heir's Background is mixed within. Wow, that looks sus. The Holy Maiden of Genosopolus, Tribi, Trion, and Trinon, descendants of the Holy Maiden from the Temple of the Three Fates. Gold Weaver Aglaya of Okema from the Menestia priestly family. The Prince of Castrum Kremnos, Hyacinth of the Twilight Courtyard. All of their ancestry have varying degrees of connection to the divine titans or their divine authorities. Thus the golden blood come from the heritage of priest families or royal bloodlines. Anaxagoras, I myself shows no such connection. Kefal the creator, what criteria did they use to create the golden blood to shape the crisis heirs? Yet Castoris, the servant of death from Idonia, her lineage is neither titan priest nor demigod, but she has walked the earth for at least a millennium with the power to grant death to humans. Where did this power come from? Another text speaks of the dragon legends of Styxia. The alchemical extraction of soul ripped from dragon corpses is intriguing. Dragon corpses? But we've only ever seen one dragon, and it's just like, well, I think Danhan doesn't count, but like the Pollux. Wait, no, is that Pollux? No, like Castorius' dragon, whatever you call that thing. Perhaps there's a way to reverse the process, using alchemy to refuse human souls with Titan creations, increasing the purity and divinity of golden blood towards the absolute. This theory must be tested, experiments must be arranged. Dude, just straight up doing all the sussiest things. I know they have keep the plot going for characters, oddly knowing where things are, even though they shouldn't kind of take away from the story a little bit. Yeah.
どういうことでしょう。奥平間の皆さんに
And me? Me too?
この手記には詳細に見る
Okay,
運
let's
命の
see.
深淵からクレムノスに至るまでタイタンの創造物を数多く見てきた。だが錬金術によってアナイクスは黄金栄に流れている神聖に着目し、英雄たちの背景を細かく
キャスタンだけは納得です。
Oh, it is Pollux. Okay, because like I saw a picture of Pollux and I was like looking at it, it's like that doesn't look like the dragon, or it was like in a weird shape. So I don't know. I think it was an enemy Pollux. This is kind of weird. I will figure it out later. I'm gonna check the character screen to like see exactly what that name of the dragon is, just to be sure. It wouldn't have been so strange if he had focused only on Cassie, given her own curiosity about her origins. Plus, considering that the Nusoporus have crafted omnipotent medicines capable of curing diseases, it also makes sense that he would conduct research on immortal Chrysos heirs.
でも資料を見る限り
アナイクスは錬金術によって黄金栄のこれがいわゆる示準に近づけるということなのだろう。
タンタン、私とんでもないものを見つけて。
Okay. The previous approach has flaws. Fusing human souls with Titan creations does not purify golden blood. Okay. Living titans prove impossible to restrain, and dead titans offer no insights worth pursuing. But dying titans, they are the perfect research subjects. Oh my god, Anaxa doing all the shady things. Yeah, I feel like I probably saw a spoiler or something. Through my own hands, I will melt a titan and reach the true essence of the soul. So dramatic.
アナイクス先生の研究の中には
俺の理解が正しければ
そうなりますね。これが先生が秘密裏まさか
どうした？
暗黒の潮が来襲した時のことです。呪帝はサーシスの火種を別の場所に移そうとしましたが、
だがサーシスはアナイクスを蘇らせた。
はい。ですが考えてみてください。
どういうことだ？
もし暗黒の潮が迫ってきてる中、自分の、
どんな代償を払ってでも得られた
暗黒の潮が侵入してきた時、先生が
Damn.
玉座に向かって
Damn, Anaxa, you badass. Like, what the heck? Really on his dying breath, he ended up doing so many things too.
火種と融合させることだったんでしょう。
Yeah. I still don't really know if I should root for him or not, because it's like he's doing so many things that I feel like are impeding our success in this whole endeavor.
いいえ、その後の反応を見た限りだと、先生にとってもこの状況、錬金術の思考がなくなってることが、
その研究別の
何に使うんで、待って、
創造の原理を掌握し 万物を完全な
Damn, oh my god, really? He's after Kefal?
私たちが見ているこの空は
ああ、もちろ
Oh my
ん
god, no matter how many times I see this scene, it's so pretty. Like, what the heck?
パッとしない
Like, look at that sky. And it's like a moving sky as well.
昼夜が乱れた今、星空の理解がしやすいよう天文学者がタイタンの親戚を借りて光を調整し、生徒の空がケファレの黎明のミハニによって照らされて、
ではオクヘイマの空も偽物なんですね。
そう結論を急ぐな、アナイクス。手品の種を暴いて
Skies of Okame are fake.
多くの場合
This feels like a Genshin thing all over again. Like Scaramouche in the first event, he's all like, the sky is not real.
それは自己欺瞞ですよ。人々はケファレの創世神話も司祭が言うことも全て信じている。ですが私とあなたはすでに無知という名の眠りから覚めています。タイタンが紡いだ法則が適用されている世界で、空には彼らが投じた星空が満ちている。この事実にはもう気づいたというのに、なぜ私たちはこの偽りのエアを見るばかりで投影機を操作する側には回れないのでしょう。
アナイクス、君が私の心に疑念の種をまいてからもう随分と経った。私は数えきれないほどの昼夜を費やし、推論や競争を書き留めてきたが、
And why would you burn them down to ashes though? It's such a waste.
私たちが
Why? Because we'll face death by burning if word gets out?
私は礼拝学派の賢人として党に尊敬。しかし最も重要なことは、死を目前にした私は黄金の血と魂についての考察を。
ですが私ならできます。先生、木は熟しました。私があなたの代わりにこの偉業を成し遂げてみせます。
そうだな、アナイクス。私もそのつもりだった。次の賢人会議では君に相応の権利を与えられるよう全力を尽くそう。さあ、己の学派を立ち上げる準備だ。 私たちは一体何
Yeah,
者
welcome
な
to
の
this
か。
legacy.
それを明らかにし、世の真理を征服するものとなろう。
Strategy. Honestly, you could get so much stuff on the black market. Although to be fair, I think the only organ that Castrice actually, oh no, that Anaxa lost was just his eye because he was trying to like look for his sister.
そなたがそれほどの手間を
そうですが、もし私が知性を持たぬ大知獣であったなら、偉大な力を前に神戸を垂れ。
Alas, I am a human standing tall and 2 feet, possessing both intellect and pride. I thought this dude liked Dromasis. I'm so confused. Why all of a
知恵と
sudden?
尊厳を持っ
Oh my god, yeah, it's a cute emote.
人間なの
But
です。
like, bro, why are you suddenly insulting them? I thought you liked them a lot.
率直に言うがこのような
Does it make a difference whether you're a human or a Dromas?
あなたもスティコシア人の話を聞いたことがあるでしょう。彼らは押し寄せる荒波に直面しても座して待つことはせず、波の激しさに見合った堤防を築き、今日サーシス、人々は私を冒涜者だと罵りますが、タイタンなど所詮人類がまだ征服していないだけの力に過ぎ
Honestly, when it comes to things like that, it's like if you can see it and you can fight with it, then they're not, generally speaking, like they're not a god. They're just like stronger than you currently, but in the future, who knows, you might actually be better than those.
おやタイタンに匹敵する力を手に入れようというのか。ならば信託に従い試練に挑めばいいだろうに。
タイタンの力だけで満足するようでは浅はかですよ。私が掌握したいのは生命の根源にある法則
And
で
to
ある。
learn what we really are.
魂、あなたのおかげで死は魂の終わりだという
Soul
事
indeed
実。
ceases to exist in death, but where there's death, there's life. And where there's an end, there must also be a
死があれ
beginning.
ば生があり、魂はどのようにして誕生するのか。私の計算、
その口ぶりからするに
This guy is way too
何か
smart.
考
It's like, please tell us before I have to figure it out by myself.
結論は出ています。先ほどの
アナイクス先生、
Eh? Who's that?
約束通り
Oh!
わかりました。一刻も早く
Oh my god, Pastori's actually caught up to us. Wow, that's so fast. Oh, is it considered fast?
率直にあなたの欲しがる答えをあげましょう。ですが、
Okay, what does Anaxa
交
have to
換
tell
の原
us?
則に従い、
In accordance with the principle of equivalent exchange, I must also demand from you what I need.
構いません。
What
代
does
価
he
が
need
何
though?
なのかすら
Yeah.
聞かないのですか。
Pastoris really doesn't know how to bargain though. Please stop agreeing to things for no reason.
死のタイタンの真相、そしてこれが私の人生で唯一
Oh,
人の命を救える機会かもしれないんです。
this may be the only time I can save someone's life.
ためらう理由なんて
わかりました。では、舞台の幕を上げましょうか。
待て
Am I correct to say that you intend to prove Thanatos' whereabouts and prove the nature of our
我
existence
ら
though?
が一体何者なのか
Is he straight up gonna die or something?
私はこれまで認知の罠に陥っていたこと、表面上だけ見ればこの2つのテーマには関連性がない。ですが次になぜそう言えるのか。先ほども説明
Pastoris is only... Yeah, she's gotten a lot better throughout the story. I think she's a lot more interesting now at the beginning because like we kind of like didn't really know anything about her and then she was like so quiet and just like listening along to Aglaya every single time, but then now she makes decisions by herself.
冥界に行ったのですか。
ええ、今の私は生ける屍も同然。しかしそんなことはどうでもいいんです。肝心なのは私があの英雄たちの会話を聞いたことですよ。サーシス、覚えてます？あなた、
我にそのような記憶はないと言ったはずだ。
Likely an illusion conjured up by the mind of a dying
幻
man.
でも見た
Oh,
ので
is
は
that
ない
really
か
the case? I mean, I doubt it, honestly.
覚えているはずがありません。なぜならあれはあなたではなく呪帝の七賢人。
カリプソ。
それはこの娘の前で適当に名乗った偽名のはず。なぜ七賢人だというのもなおさら馬鹿げている。我の庇護の
魂に焼き付いた記憶すら忘れてしまったようですね。少しは頭をひねって考えてみてください。それが全て死者の領域で起きていたことなら、彼らはきっと過去に生きていた誰かの魂なのでしょう。
It's like the sheltered child who have no social skills becoming an adult and having to navigate on their own. Yeah, that's true. She's had to learn so much ever since like the whole thing went down. To think she's been alive for over a millennia. It's only like more recently that she actually like started taking more an active role in everything.
聖者がそこに足を踏み入れることは絶対にできません。では彼らは一体何者なのか。答えは明白でしょう。そう、すでに
Those fallen heroes are the mortal incarnations of the Titans before their ascensions to godhood.
姿。神々は
Oh yeah, I think I did hear about this also. Oh my god though, this is such a huge reveal.
人間が進化したものだったんですよ。
Naxa discovering all the important stuff.
どうしました、この真実に。
無論だとも。だが
それに、たとえそれが事実だったとしても、
そう言うだろうと思う。私には確かな自信があります。この目の前にいる至高なる神に一から
そなたはタイタンを復活さ
死した人が生き返ることなどない。ましてですが、考えを逆転させれば解決は容易ですよ。答えは私がケファレとして生まれ
If
変わ
I'm reborn as Kefal, I can rebuild the world and all within it as they once did. Anaxa, oh my god. He's so dramatic, what the heck? How did he suddenly think that that was gonna be the solution to everything? What are the chances he's actually going to be reborn as a Kefal? Like, what if he doesn't get reborn as him? Oh my god. Ugh, the black screen and white text. I'm so mad.
アナイクスがケファレの身体に対し何か起こす可能性があると知らせ
ケファレだって？一体何をするつもりなんだ？
いえ、それはありえません。その演技であらゆる人を欺けるのでしょうね。
すまない。
気に病むことはありません。これはむしろいい知らせかと。元老院、今はカイニスがどのような罠を仕掛けてくるかを見極め、臨機応変に対応しましょう。
Okay, we're back to the whole drama with Kindness and Aglaya.
その重要度は創世の家臣にも引けを取りません。私が使命を終えた後、ここはいずれ十分な時間があるうちにこの舞台に慣れておいて。
You'll be waiting here for your good news. Come find us anytime you need something. Oh, she didn't even give us a response. She just straight up ignored us.
ってことだ。黄金への地位は元老院から与えられたものなのに、それを
この人たちの視線、まるで
二人とも久しぶりだ。
Damn, I still keep thinking that this dude is dead, but apparently he's still alive. Hello, Oleg of Amphoreus. Oh my god.
何を言っている。
Is this the sort of person that the young lord praises? Ferocious warrior. I mean, are we really? We like chase after trash cans, have a baseball bat, play with chimeras.
久しぶりだな、ケラウトルス殿。それにしても、
見ろ。ヘラヘラした顔のハイエナどもがいる。
Vicious dogs over there. They do the dirty work for kindness.
一族の者に足止めを命じているが。
すまない。それで。
昨夜、雷鳴が聞こえなかったか？
Not at all, to be honest. It's hard not to notice thunderclaps in broad daylight. Now I am a heavy sleeper. Hooray! It's Acheron. Someone's coming to save us. Yeah, sorry. We just kind of need our like lightning waifu to like come solve a lot of our problems in one slice.
彼は最近とても疲れて
He's been through a lot. It's like forgive him for being a weirdo.
について。
雷鳴は紛争ののろし代わりだ。昨夜、若が奥ヘイマにメッセージの書かれた槍をな。
フレイムスティーラー、復活の兆しあり。
The Flame Reaver is back. Oh wait, that was my day. Wait.
フレイムスティーラー、復活の兆しあり。
奴を仕留めきれていなかったのか。
あなたたちにこれを知らせたかった。クレムノス人は決して引くことは
Yeah, it's
ない。
like, oh, you know, if you need help with the battle, like, tell
いつで
me.
も呼んでくれ。
感謝するよ。すぐにあぐら。
ならもう一つ、カイニスにも気をつけろと伝えておいてほしい。あの毒蛇のような女は何かを企んでいるようだからな。近頃、奴の配下にいる闇を這う犬どもの動きがますます活発になっている。その上、クレムノス人を煽り対立を図ろうとする気配まで見えてきた。
これは。
これ以上言う必要はないようだな。
戻って状況を確認してみよう。情報提供ありがとう、ケラウトルス殿。
Okay, switching back to the Trailblazer. Return to the Demigod Council and inform Aglaya about things.
ケファレとタレンタムの名において、また心霊の慣習の名において、私は見ました。
I always fall in love with characters with horrible backstory.
奥ヘイマの誠実な市民、エルシオンのファイノン、そして違法の者が我々の元へ向かってきてい
I
ます。
died for this cast series, so it wouldn't stop me. Oh my god, same. Honestly, like, characters with tragic backstories are a whole lot more interesting. Probably one reason why I like adventuring as well, because he went through all the trouble of like learning about his entire story and like how he became like the way he is now. So cool. The absolute favorite. I did decently enough, I guess, with his stats. Could be better, but like I think this is already like pretty good, all things considered. And then maxed him out, and then nice relics as well. Definitely all the way for damage build, because here we go. E6 adventuring. This is like the luckiest guy I ever got. I got him all the way to E6 for like quite a lot less rolls. I think I only lost to the 50-50 once the entire time, because I got E0 and E1 like the first banner pretty early on. Then E2 was the only time I lost because I got Yanqing, and then all the way from like E3 until E6. So it's like the best ever. Although I do only have like Prince in position 1, I don't see a point in getting duplicate copies of their like cones though. It's not really gonna do much, to be honest. It's like a small stat increase, which is not worth it for me. Oh my god.
何があったんだい。
あの蛇の王の毒牙がいかほどのものなのか 禁止を通して知って。
どういう意味だい？
弁論の技術が問題なのではありません。半身としてあまりにも長く生きすぎたために、私は人間性のほとんどを失ってしまいました。予想より早いですが、どうやら時が来たようです。ファイノ、私は退きますので、代わりに表に立ってください。
もちろん引き受ける。ただ
元老院にとって特定の誰かを愚弄するより大衆を愚弄する方がはるかに容易です。いわゆるより多くの支持は暴力の代わりに権力を分配する手段に過ぎません。この弁論には元より栄誉などない。だからこそ。
ありがとう、アグライア。
Oh wait, we actually skipped through that too quickly. To fool many than to just fool one person, the so-called moral support is no more than a ruse to distribute power using words instead of lances. There's no glory in winning this debate, but that makes having respect for humans so much more priceless. Finally, you're a crisis heir without flaw, capable of relating deeply with humans. Eh? Really? I don't know, I wouldn't really consider Final a perfect candidate. He's also pretty susceptible to a lot of problems. Oh my god.
ご苦労だったな、カレケッティス殿。あとは私に任せるといい。ここからは私自ら。
She's just straight up so salty at Aglaya.
私は詩に歌われた美しき時代が何よりも懐かしい。かつてのオンパロスには異なる信仰を持つあまたの都市国家があり、属性を歩んでいた神々は人間にとって身近な存在だった。しかし今、各地から避難のために故郷を離れ、ケファレの庇護を求めて聖都へやってきた者たちもいる。我々は同じ船に乗った運命共同体。もう後には引けないところまで来ているのだ。今まで我々に選択肢などなかった。しかし今日、元老院は皆に新たな可能性を提示する。そして残るは選択のみ。
I'm very much a buffer. Well, honestly, playing support is fine. It's like, if not for supports, your team would die drastically faster.
さあ、選べ。誰も知らない再早期を目指すか、それとも繁栄を極めた
They have the exact same hairstyle, my god.
凡人にとっての理想の未来はどちらなのか。
Wait, I'm so confused. Which one is actually the good choice?
再創生は 神々が約束した救いの道、当然再早期、火を追う旅。
カイニス殿、黄金期はすでに終わった。それは誰もが知っている事実だ。まさか
最悪の三タイタンが誕生したからこそ黄金期は終わった。つまり最悪の三タイタンが死すれば黄金期は再来するということだ。元老院は根拠のない口約束はしない。見ろ、今私の隣に立っているのがその証左だ。受刑七賢人が一人、穴草ゴラス、そしてエイジリアの
Wait, what? Castories? Wait, why do I not remember Castories being on their side all of a sudden? I'm confused.
皆に黄金期を約束できる。
I mean, it's still so vague though. Like, what are they gonna do?
黄金じゃなかったか。元老院を支持するのか。
あの人たちが内輪もめしてたのは知ってたし、アグライアが黄金衛全員を代表できないのも当然ね。
黄金期、黄金期、黄金期、黄金期、黄金期。キャストリスさん、どうしてあっち側にいるんだ。
ようやく姿を現しましたね。
焦らないでください、アグライア。皆さんにお尋ねします。もしタナトスの火種を手に入れ変換した後、誰も死のタイタンの試練を通過しなかった場合、何が起きると思いますか？
簡単だ。死をこの世から消し去り、オンパロスを万物が永遠に生きられる時代。
Oh my god, they're going for immortality again? Like, bro, just look what happened to the lawful. Immortality is definitely not the solution to all of your problems.
それはあまりにも都合が良すぎる。暗黒の潮の脅威が存在している限り、過去に戻ることなんてできるはずもないだろう。
いいえ、違いますね。ケファレの火種は元老院が秘術で守っており、ファジェイナは水の膜で外からの探知を遮断で。皆さん教えてください。この厳かな生徒でこの者が語る脅威を一度でも目にしたことは。
死を消し去ればフレームスティーラーなどを恐れる必要すらない。
Oh my god, this is such a shitty argument. Really, it's like, oh, if we eliminate death, then we don't have to fear that, like, that dude who's straight up trying to murder everyone.
オクヘイマの民よ、参加を
最悪の三タイタンが滅びた後、
まずい。人々が完全に
アナイクス、あなたの話はただと。
おや、まだ生徒のことを心配する余裕があったのですね。心遣いに感謝します。エイジリアの死の女神キャストリスが私の導きによって必ずタナトスを見つけ出せるという知らせを。
なんだって？
キャストリス殿が持ち帰った火種は元老院が直接管理する。そして 民会で皆の支持を得ることができた暁には我々は
Damn, we're losing this whole crowd. They're just kind of arguing, but like Kindness is like so boring as a person. Kind of hard to go through all of this.
ケファレとタレンタムの名にオクヘイマーはその運命を選択しました。次回の民会の議題は火を追う旅の中断に変更され、
Suspension of the flame chain.
この決
アグライア、一体何がその心を軟弱にし、弁舌の鋭さを。
好きなだけおしゃべりなさい。火を追う旅は信託によって定められた事実。
Wait, this is not the Citizens Assembly yet? I thought that was already this one, so what are we doing here anyways? This is so confusing.
キャストリス、一体どうなってるんだ？
Yeah, I'm confused. Why did she suddenly switch over to the other side? Oh! Wait. Max is taller? No, he's standing on the... Oh my god, he's almost the same height, but he has a tinier waist, like a drastically tinier waist, and even adventuring actually. You think about it, like, look at that, that's so narrow. So narrow, like what the heck. I think I did see people also say that like Hoyo ended up making a new model specifically for Anaxa. That's even like smaller than, let's say, Danheng or the Trailblazer.
受刑に使わせたことが協力のきっかけになったということ。
私、皆さんごめんなさい。
では、
先生は長く重い過去を。
次になぜそう言えるのか。先ほども説明した通り。
先生は冥界に。
ええ。今
I'm but a living dead man now. Okay, I overheard a conversation between heroes. Oh no, wait, I didn't expect this to take so long also.
聞いたことある？
I think we'll probably end the stream after we finish this portion, just so we don't like end at an awkward part.
ある聡明な女王様が治める海辺の小さな町。しかしある日突然一匹の邪竜が町に。竜は城の高塔に侵入して女王様が最も愛している姫を飲み込んでしまいました。
How does a dragon like eat a princess and then just like sleep in her bedroom? Yeah, I'm sorry. Did you get sleepy also? It's been like 2 hours, I
竜のお
think.
腹を裂いてみると姫は塔に骨になっており、女王様は悲しみのあまり何日も泣き続けました。ちょうどその時、言葉を巧みに操るある学者が城を訪れました。彼はこうして姫は蘇ったのです。女王様は大いに喜びましたが、姫の体内には
Damn.
魂が
Damn.
知りませんでし
The
た。
dragon just ate everyone?
邪竜は復讐のためにもっと恐ろしいのは、こうして死んでしまった人々の魂は遺恨があるために冥界に行くことができず、恐ろしい死が全てを飲み込み、私たちの故郷も滅んじゃった。
そして
なんだろうね。
ボリュシアは相変わらず人をじらすのが好きな。あれが過去の我だというのか。
It's practically a mirror image.
しかし
これは 私が錬金術で作り出した奇跡ですよ。
おや。
Is this cliffhanger really necessary? Yeah, Cersei's asking all the important questions with like, bro, hungry dragon, it just ate everyone? Was that necessary?
静かに。この素晴らしい劇を鑑賞。
恐竜。その逸話は。
そう？じゃあ、カリプソー先生は。
This Polypsius like ends up like Pollux is kind of similar, but sometimes you know like when names are too similar, you kind of like question like, are they the same thing? Did one just get converted into the other?
いわゆる錬金とは後世の者が付け足した話ではな。
確かに学業のために故郷を出たけど、それ以前にその学問を研究して。
だから。
Oh my god, so this is the Avatar BP that a lot of people are using. This one. That must be from the story, I guess.
じゃあそれは
そうだな。
そう？死者を重んじろってことかと思ってた。どうしたの？
いいや。ただ我とそなたは実は同じことを言っていたの。
ああ、本当だ。
お褒めに預か。
もちろん。何かな？
もし我が錬金の方法をそなたにそなたは大切なものを蘇らせるために。
変な質問？あ、わかった。
そういうことにしておこう。
いるよ。
ほ
う。Yeah, I mean, if you had the power to like resurrect someone, wouldn't you?
私が誰よりも大切。もし本当にそんな偉大な力が存在するのなら、だってあなたも私も。
Yeah, that's how it usually goes.
私の番が来た。私は試練を。
汝は凋落し、亡き者は死した炎がよみがえるがごとく、その残骸。かわいそうに。
他に解釈の余地はないのだろうか。
残念だけど予言の意味はすごく明確なの。私とお姉ちゃんはどちらだから予言は双子を選んだの。
実に。
お姉ちゃんはもう覚悟ができてる。おかしいよね。私たち
ケイオスからこの試練は最後。
そうだ、未来に対する迷いで。
試練に容疑だが、不思議なのは
タイタンの誕生以前の歴史が混沌に包まれていること自体、相当おかしいことだと思わないのですか？まあそれについては以前から仮説を3つほど立てていますが、今はとりあえず
カリプソ、ボリュシア、そしてそちらの
試練といえばゴーナウス、そなたの試練は無事に。
無論だ。だが乗り越えた後の方が心配だな。
決心がついたようだな。
ああ、これが一番確実なやり方だ。
勇気、栄誉。
Completely separating courage, honor, tenacity, sac. Oh, this is the one that we did though, like the sword trials, right? Yeah, you really know how to make things difficult for us. I was like so annoyed doing that whole thing because it took so long. Witness my fall and demise. Lady Calypso, you shall host a soul-branding ceremony.
わかんない。どうして自分が見る？
それが宿命だからだ。それに栄光の凱旋よりも戦場で死することを選ぶ。
でも私には
死の神に少し話そう、小娘よ。まだ時間はある。運命にはもう
やはりあの戦士、彼はニカドリーの神聖の手は今。
どうやら私の仮説の一部が証明されたようですね。 あの英雄たちこそ先ほど彼が口にしていた。
These heroes are the true forms of the Titans before they attain their divinity.
ボルシアがかつてのタナトスだ。
もし本当にそうなら彼女の居場所を突き止めることが死のタイタンの所在を
ですがその前にまずは。
Well, okay. Yeah, I feel like this is definitely a good stopping point already, because if we go any further, this is gonna take drastically longer, and I don't really have that kind of time tonight because I still do have work tomorrow, which is really unfortunate. But luckily enough, I think starting Thursday, it should be a holiday for me already, so I have a few extra days, so hopefully I can play more and then stream longer. Maybe Thursday, Friday? We'll see. At least Thursday should be good if I don't have any other plans. But more or less, there's like a lot of things for me to look forward to, and then like hopefully I can finish 1000 times resist as well. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who dropped by this stream today. I hope you had a great time enjoying the amphoreus story, even if it's a little bit late already, and some of you probably finished it. But it's okay, you know. It's always interesting to see some scenes from a different perspective sometimes. But yeah, if you enjoyed, I hope you could consider giving me a follow, and I will see you guys again soon. Bye everyone, have a great rest of the day.